Well, this is the story of Silent Night, which happened in Austria in 1818, my birth country. A little town and a little church in Oberndorf with the pastor by the name of Joseph Mohr. Joseph Mohr realized that he had a problem on the 23rd of December, realizing that the organ in the church doesn't play. There were some letter strips that were broken, possibly because of some mice eating away at it. And so he thought about what he could possibly do to bring some music into Christmas. What good is Christmas without music? And so he went up on the little mountain and looked down at his beautiful city, a little town with the glistening snow, and he thought about a poem that he conducted and wrote a couple years earlier called Stille Nacht. But those were just words, no music. The next morning he went and saw his good friend Franz Gruber. Franz was not only the school teacher of the town, but played the organ on Sunday and also played the guitar besides other instruments. He said, "Would it be possible, Franz, that within just a few hours you could put together the music for this poem, that we can have music tonight when we have the service at midnight?" And so Franz sat down, and sure enough, within just a few hours, he had the music ready for the entire poem, Stille Nacht. And so that night, as the people came to the church service, it was sung for the very first time. A few days later, an organ builder came to the church to fix the organ, and after it was fixed, he stepped back and asked Mohr to go and play on it to see if it sounds good. And so Mohr sat down and he played the organ, and he played Silent Night. The organ builder was so amazed that he asked for a copy of that song because he liked it so much that when he went back to his little town, he passed it on to a couple of families who were music singers, and they were going from place to place and presenting music, and they added it in their Christmas presentation. Today, Oberndorf is still just a little town, and many people come there to see the church, but the church that exists today is not the same church, because in 1890 there was a great flood and the church was wrecked. It was rebuilt on a higher ground, and that's where this new church is located today. But in honor of Silent Night, town decided to build a little chapel up on the hill, and that's where the people go, and that's where they can do their research and see what this story was all about. And in front of this little chapel, there's a monument, Franz Gruber and Joseph Mohr. That is the story of Silent Night.